Hello friends, as in my last video I have already shown you how to simulate and test the AC to DC converter circuit before making it practically. In this video I will teach you how to design the hardware of AC to DC converter on breadboard. It is important to simulate it first so as to reduce the chances of failure while making it practically. Now moving forward. Now this is the circuit which we are going to model practically. As I have already explained working of this model in my previous video, so I am not going to explain it again here. If you want, you can refer to the link in the description. So here in this circuit you can see the components which we are going to use while making the AC to DC converter. You can see the component name with the respective price, rating and quantity required by downloading the PDF file from the link provided in the video description. Now moving on to the breadboard circuit. This is the breadboard circuit. This blue line shows the connection, how we have connected the different elements. So you will better understand this connection in the later part of this video. Moreover, this breadboard circuit model of AC to DC converter is also uploaded in Google Drive, and the link for the same is provided in the video description from where you can download it for further understanding. Now moving on to the calculation of C and R. This is how we calculate the value of capacitance which we will use in the designing of AC to DC converter, and this is how we calculate the value of R which we will connect in series with the LED. These both things, calculation with explanation, are given in the previous video. So if you want, you can refer to the previous video whose link is provided in the video description. Now we shall move to the hardware designing part.
Hello friends, so now I will start with the hardware portion. So first of all, I should tell you about the basics of breadboard, how the lines are short circuited, in which manner. So in breadboard you will find 4 sections: first section, second section, third section and fourth section. In the first section there are 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These all 5 parts are horizontally short circuited. And this first line and this second line, these both are horizontally short circuited, and these 2 lines are not short circuited. Now for this part, if you will see, these lines are vertically short circuited. Similarly this line is also short circuited, and these 2 lines are not short circuited. It applies everywhere. This line is vertically short circuited, similarly this line, and there is no separation, as if here you can see a black mark. All are vertically short circuited. The same applies for this section also, and these 2 parts are not short circuited. There is a separation between these 2 parts. And the last line follows the same rule as the first one. And here you can also see the black mark. This shows that these 2 parts are separate and they are not short circuited. So I'll make the connection. For this, first I'll take the diode to make the bridge rectifier. I'll show you how to detect anode and cathode in this. You can see a white portion here and a black portion. This white portion is the cathode and the black portion is the anode. So we have to make the connection. Connect the anode here and the cathode part here. Now connect another diode in series with this diode. Now the third diode will connect it here. Now the fourth diode in series with the third diode. I have uploaded the circuit diagram. You can see the circuit diagram and carry on the process. Now you have to connect both the anode of the first and the third diode in series. Now you can see we have connected the first and the third diode. Similarly, we will connect the second and the fourth diode in series. Now we will connect the capacitor. So now I will tell you how to check the positive and negative terminals of the capacitor. See, this negative symbol shows the negative terminal. And you can also see there are two legs of this capacitor, one small and one big. The small one is the negative terminal. Either of the way you can check the terminals. Now take the connection from the common of the second and the fourth diode and give it to the positive terminal of the capacitor. Now this is the 7812 voltage regulator. So if you will face the black part on your side, then the first leg, this one, will show you the input. This second one shows you the ground, and the third one will be the output. So we'll make the connections as shown in the circuit. Now we'll connect the capacitor to the positive of the input of the voltage regulator. Now we'll connect the resistor to the output of the voltage regulator. Now we will connect the LED in series with the resistor. So this is the LED. It has two legs. The small one will be the cathode and the big one will be the anode. If you will find that both the legs are equal, then you have to check inside. Inside you will find two half portions of metal. The smaller half portion of the metal is the anode and the bigger half portion of the metal is cathode. So connect the anode to the resistor and the cathode will be connected to ground. So now we will make a common ground for all of these. See, I have connected the ground behind this black mark. Now the ground of the voltage regulator. The ground of capacitor. And now the common point of the first and the third diode will connect to the ground. This is the overall circuit. Now I will connect the transformer. I will show you the terminals of transformer. See, this is the side which we will connect to the main supply. Here you can see it comes from inside the winding, as it's more deeper on the primary side as compared to the secondary side. On the secondary side you will find three terminals. It will show 12, 0 and 12. So if we want 12 volt output, then we will connect this yellow wire and the black wire. this will give 12 volts, or we can connect in this manner also, this yellow and this black. And if we want 24 volt, then we'll connect this both wires, both yellows. And so we'll connect the yellow wire on the common point of the first and the second diode. And the 0 to the common of the third and the fourth diode. Now we'll connect the transformer to the main supply. So this is now, it's working properly. So now you can see the overall connection. You can check it once again. See, it's working properly. So please like, subscribe and share for future updates. I'll bring you more fun projects same like this.